In this video, we're going to look at infinitives. Now, what are infinitives? Infinitives are the base form of the verb. What do I mean by that? If I say speak, spoke, spoken, speak, the first verb is the base form. Or fly, flew, flown. Fly is the base verb. That's the infinitive. Rise, rose, risen. Rise is the infinitive. Now, what is the form of an infinitive? It comes with to plus the base form, right? And what is the purpose of an infinitive in a sentence? Now, the purpose of an infinitive is it brings in the meaning of, I just said that. Infinitive brings in the meaning of purpose in a context, right? So, let's apply this learning and learn to identify errors pertaining to infinitives through some example sentences. Now, let's look at our first example here. She didn't hesitate to tell the boss that some employees were stealing office supplies. Now, if you look at the second context here, what's the base form of the verb? Tell, right? Tell, told, told. So, tell is the base form of the verb. So, she didn't hesitate to tell the boss. What is this have doing here? I already know that the form for my infinitive is to plus base verb form. So, I don't need this have here, which is making the sentence meaningfully incomplete. So, she didn't hesitate, meaningless, or rather, she didn't hesitate to tell the boss that some employees were stealing office supplies. So, the error is in option 2. You change or you remove have so that the infinitive is there, bringing in the purpose. She didn't hesitate for what? Why? Why did she hesitate? Answering the question why, right? To tell the boss that some employees were stealing office supplies. Let's go ahead and make that change. Alright, so we've removed have. Error is in option 2. To tell, the infinitive base form is in place. Let's move to our second example. We are yet starting offering this facility to our customers as we are awaiting approval from the board. Okay, so sentence is divided into 4 parts. We are yet starting offering this facility. The purpose is here, which is we are yet starting or we are yet the base form, the infinitive. We understand that starting is our verb, the action word, right? Offering is also a verb. However, we don't say we are yet starting. Whenever this is your clue word yet here, right? Yet to start. That's more of a colloquial expression. We've heard people use that in different contexts, right? So we are yet to start offering this facility to our customers as we are awaiting approval from the board. So something that is we are awaiting approval. So we are yet to start something. The action is yet to commence or yet to begin, right? So let's go ahead and make that change. The error is in part 1. We take away the ing continuous verb tense form and we bring in the infinitive form, answering the question why, bringing in the meaning of purpose, and the error is in part 1. Let's look at our third example to identify errors pertaining to infinitives. The government has the obligation to provide basic infrastructure facilities to regulating the process of urbanization in the country. Again, this is an easy one, right? The government has the obligation to provide basic infrastructure facilities. Why? What's the purpose? To, not regulating, to regulate. Base verb form. I don't need the ing form here. Error is in part 3. We remove the ing form and we replace it with the base form of the verb regulate. So let's do that. So error is in part 3. We've changed to regulating to regulate. The government has the obligation to provide basic infrastructure facilities to regulate the process of urbanization in the country. Now, having gone through these example sentences, I'm sure you now know how to identify errors pertaining to infinitives and most importantly also know the form in which the infinitive appears in a context. Let's move to our next component in finding errors.